Beep, 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 beep. How are we? This one's for everybody. It's not a member-only thing, so I'm sorry about that, my members, but you'll forgive me because it's an important one, and I think it needs to get out there and get out there as soon as possible. So let's get it out there, good people. I need you to share the hell out of this. It's really, really important. And so share it from here if you can, like buy me a coffee, usual. Share it from here if you can. It's absolutely imperative that we do. This is a vital element of our fight against the misogyny that women are currently experiencing and the homophobia that's being experienced by buffers like me, right? So, Safe Schools Alliance and others have reminded me of a petition that is doing the rounds, and I want you to help me get the message out there if you can by sharing this directly to Twitter or directly to Facebook, and let's get the message out there that we need to get this petition signed because it's very important, very important. And so I'll give you a brief explanation as to why. Safe Schools Alliance have said here, we believe that the UK Parliament issuing men with identity documents saying there are women poses safeguarding issues. That's what's being said in the petition that Safe Schools Alliance have shared here. We totally agree, they say. There are serious issues here for the safety of children and women's rights. Please help get this petition to 10k to get a response. So the link to the petition is in the doobries, right? If YouTube take it down, which they've been known to do, then I'll also have it on my timeline, okay? So they're trying to get it to 10,000 so the government will respond. I'd like to see it got to 100,000 so we can get it debated in Parliament. But let's see how we get on with that one. So, and the petition says, we call upon the government to reform arrangements for issuing government IDs such as passports and driving licenses so that those cannot list a person's acquired gender as their sex. We believe that the government issuing men with identity documents saying they are women poses safeguarding issues. And this was created by Erin Pearce. It has a deadline of the 26th of January 2024, so we need to get this going round as soon as possible to ensure that as many people as possible sign it. So I'm asking you for your help here. Please share this as far and wide as you can on Twitter. Safe Schools Alliance continue in their tweet. We have always been clear we are for repeal of the GRRA. I'm with you all the way. It is bad law and is incompatible with effective safeguarding. When Tanya Carter was interviewed for @Future Gender Project in 2020, she said, I object to you being able to change your legal sex. From what I know of the Gender Recognition Act, I actually quite object to that. I am quite horrified by it because from reading through Hansard and what I've read about it, a lot of it I find that is enshrined horribly regressive and homophobic stereotypes in law. And why shouldn't people have been allowed to have a civil partnership or marriage or whatever with somebody same sex at that point? In other words, what they're highlighting here, by repeating that statement that was made by Tanya Carter at Future Gender, this was passed to stop gay marriage. This was passed in order to make sure that two people that thought they were the opposite sex, so that a bloke in a dress could marry a bloke. That's why it was passed, effectively. It was a homophobic piece of crap then. It's a homophobic piece of crap now. That was 2004. They got same-sex marriage before gay people did. Trans rights, human rights, right? Absolute nonsense of the first order, the whole damn thing. And I've seen, we've also got to be very well aware of the fact that so somebody can change their passport. The passport is a really important piece of information. It's sort of inter alia. It's like having your birth certificate, but extending the birth certificate. So that passport says that somebody is a man. What are you going to do when they're stood in the hall, right, of that gym, right, or that women's only therapist centre, or wherever it may be, going, well, I'm a woman, not what it says on my passport. And they can currently do that. Right? We need to stop the government from doing this. The Gender Recognition Act needs to go for a start, but there's nothing that says that you need to have one in order to get your passport changed. This cannot stand. This cannot stand. And then we've got Whittle, over the last few days, has been saying, well, you can change your name for £8. This has to stop now. It is a huge safeguarding risk to children and women, let alone the fact that it enshrines homophobia in law. It has got to stop. So I'm asking you, good denizens of the Twitteroids, YouTubes and Facebookings, good denizens, can you please share this? Because I think it's a very important petition. And it's one that needs to be signed by as many people as possible. And the only way it can do that is if we do it by dint of numbers. And the numbers, folks, are you, good people. So please, if you can help in any way, just share. Click the button now and share it directly to Twitter, share it directly to Facebook, share it in your groups, share it with other women, share it with gay men, share it with anybody that will share it, will go ahead and share it on, right? If I get 50 of you to do it, approximately 50 will become 100, will become 200, will become 2,000. Let's get this to 10,000 and then let's drive it forward and get it to 100,000 and have a full debate on the fact that men are allowed to lie about who they are with impunity, which breaches just about every safeguarding barrier you can imagine. This has got to stop. Okay? Ran over. Please help me. Get it out there. Other than that, Warrior Teacher Programme, we're going to be starting in January, so you'll get to see some adverts going up shortly. Ooh, loving the latest group. They're having spats left, right and centre in the WhatsApp. We always like that. Lots of what's going on, who's who, who believes what, left and right. It's just fun watching them do it. It's brilliant. So that's all happening. If you can buy me a coffee, please do. You're now able to become a member. So click join if you want to become a member. Other than that, this is a short one, I know, but it's a short, sharp message. Please get this survey out and about for me. It's not a survey. This petition out and about for me so we can get them to respond to the government. It must end. It must end. It's the only way to keep safeguarding going. Okay? And stop these lying men. I'll see you later.